Hi friends, I'm Mr. Bulla and today we are gonna talk about some of my favorite directors who are not famous for their best movie. In this list, I have put the movies which I think is the best word, and if you don't agree with me, it's okay. Tell me in the comment section down below which movie do you think is their best word. So let's just start. At number 5, we have Imtiaz Ali. Imtiaz Ali is an Indian director mostly known for creating Bollywood movies like Jabbi Met, Rostar, Love Astral. Not this one, this one. This one might be controversial because the movie I have put it only few of you might have seen it, and most of you have listened to his music because his music was written by the legendary A.R. Rahman, and he has given us great songs like Matar Dusty and other Tum Saath Ho. I cannot do it. I don't know how Ajit does it. The movie name is Tamasha. I know a lot of people gonna hate me for putting Tamasha over Roster and Jabimate, but here's the thing, kids. Roster and Jabimate does have some flaws, but Tamasha is a flawless masterpiece. The story told in Tamasha is so good, I just cannot help myself to put this movie about Jabimate and Roster. Since our childhood, we are trained to get good grades, good marks in our school and our colleges. We get a good job for our parents, for us, and since our childhood, we have been told what to do, what our dreams should be, what kind of life we should live, and to make our parents happy, we do all of those things, and we live a life of soulless machine, which doesn't have any thoughts, and his main goal is to make his parents happy, not him, because his parents never ask what does he want to do, and it's a big problem. And when I watched this film, it just opened my eyes after seeing it. I told myself I will do something that will make me happy. I will just do it because it is not wrong doing something that you want to do, something that makes you happy. And Tamasha is one of those things which is just an inspiration for me. It changed my life. I hope it changed yours too. It has a great performance by the two main lead, and I think it is Deepika's best role easily, and that awesome line. At number 4, we had Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow is one of my favorite Chinese directors, mostly known for his slapstick comedy like Shaolin Sauter, The Kung Fu Hustle, The Chinese Odyssey, and directing one of the highest grossing movies of China, The Mermaid. The thing which I love about Stephen Chow that he's multi-talented. He writes his own movies, directs it, and also acts in it. His best film was story-written and directed by him, and his best film is The King of Comedy. This movie proves why Stephen Chow is a king of comedy. This is one of those films that will stay with you like forever for his characters, for his acting, for the performance and the end song and everything. It just stays with you, you know. It's just really good. Directed by Stephen Chow and LeeLik-chi, is a dark romantic comedy which tells a story of one prostitute and struggling actor, where struggling actor teaches prostitute how to act like a schoolgirl for her clients. And Stephen Chow just nails this role. If you don't know how to act, don't worry, Stephen Chow is here to teach you. I will highly recommend this movie to all the struggling actors out there. Stephen Chow will be just an inspiration for you, like he's for me. Stephen Chow is really good in this movie. His acting in this movie was top notch. His acting in this movie was at his top level. It's just really good, and you have to see this movie for that iconic hug scene. It's just really good.
做咩？
做咩？
唔使下下擘大個鼻鉗住人哋嘅，
哦，唔好意思，職業病。
要改啦。其實作為一個學生妹咧，可以做出一啲含羞答答嘅嘢嚟到令對方主動攬你㗎。
你要含乜春嘢答答啊？
即係譬如呢啲咁樣
我
啦，
鵪鶉咁樣嘛？
做啦。係啦，對方見到你鵪鶉成咁樣咧，自然忍唔住會攬住你。你而家先至將你嘅頭依會落對方嘅肩膊上邊。做咩？
唔好意思， 職業病啫。
要改啦，表面功夫咁上下嘅啫。如果再深入咧，要問翻你初戀時候嘅心態啦。
我冇初戀嘅喎。
係人都有初戀嘅喎。
都話冇啦。
At number 3, we have WongKar. WongKar is a Chinese director, mostly known for his Chinese films like In the Mood for Love, Chunky Express, Days of Being Wild, As Tears Goes By, and Happy Together. This director has his own style of filmmaking. He has influenced a lot of foreign directors, and his films are mostly known for his cinematography, his unique character, and how he shows his character in a bit crowd, and how he shoots scenes. Doesn't matter how good of a filmmaker you are, you can always learn how to shoot a scene from Wakai. He's just really good at it. The thing which I love about Wakai is that he takes you to a different location, different places that you haven't seen before because it's the regional places of China, and gives you something that you haven't seen before from his character, from his stories. And each of his films are different than another. You cannot find similarities between any of his two films. His story, his character, everything is unique in their own way. And there's something about Waters filmography that will stay with you. Maybe it's a character, maybe it's a story, maybe it's a scene. Something will stay with you. And sometimes I do feel sad that most people use so much recreation to In the Mood for Love instead of this masterpiece of Watai. I was introduced to his filmography by this film, and I became a fan of this director ever since I saw this film. I haven't seen any of his films stand out like this one. The movie name is Fallen Angels. The thing which I love about Fallen Angel that it is for everyone. Lot of his other films aren't for everyone, but this movie was worldwide. It's for everyone. If today's generation start to watch In the Mood for Love, they will get 14 bold and they cannot complete it in a million years because his filmography requires lot of patience. And so it might be boring for some people, but Fallen Angel is a fast-paced masterpiece. Its two heartbreaking story, its four iconic characters will provide you experience of a lifetime. It has everything from good action to good romance, good performance to phenomenal cinematography, everything. And how beautifully what I use only your song in this movie will make you cry and also happy at the end. Whenever I listen to that song, I always think of special someone. It always makes me happy and sad at the same time. Whenever I listen to that song, I don't need to see the video of that song. I can just play the video in my mind because the picture of that mute guy trying to kill himself at a food corner and girl wearing a hair hostess costume waiting for someone will always be on my mind. At number 2, we have Anurag Kashyap. When you say the name Anurag Kashyap, lot of respect and lot of good movies comes to mind. The movies like Giants of Bossipur, The Raman Raja 2.0, Black Friday, Devdi, and lot of good movies. But there is one film which often gets watched between all of those films, and I think it's better than all of them. I'm making a huge statement out there. I may be wrong in few years, but now I think it's better than all of them. The movie name is No Smoking. No Smoking, loosely based on Stephen King's short story Quitters. This movie tells the story of a chain smoker known as Jay, played by John Abraham, who wants to tweak his smoking habit. So he visits one rehabilitation center to tweak his habit. But it is not a normal rehabilitation center. Neither this movie is about smoking, it is something else. In that rehabilitation center, you are supposed to sign 21 life contract with the rehabilitation center to make him stop smoking again, and if he smokes again, one of his family members will die. Nice plot. As beautifully said, no smoking recognizes neither time or space, only the limits of man's imagination, because no Smoking is one of those psychological thrillers which needs to be studied again and again because it is one of those masterpieces which cannot be explained properly by anyone because its ending varies from person to person I guess that's what Anurag Kashyap wanted to do with this film. No Smoking is one of those films which is just way ahead of its time. It is probably John Abraham's best performance, and I hate it when today's kids say that I watch Inception and Hollywood movies like Shutter Island and Bollywood cannot make a movie like this. But here's the thing, kids. Bollywood already made a movie like No Smoking in 2006, and I think it's really good. It's really good. You should watch it and learn from it. And there are a lot of good directors in Bollywood who makes extraordinary films like this. And it's your fault that you're not the one watching it. So watch No Smoking. At number one, we have Bong Joon-ho. This South Korean director, mostly known for creating a cultural phenomena which was Parasite, has won a 3 Oscars for his film, which includes the best director, the best screenplay, and the best film. Parasite is a extraordinary film and it deserves all the accolades it got. And I'm really happy for him because I used to feel really sad for him because he has done such a phenomenal job with his films and he hasn't won an Oscar yet. I used to feel really sad for him. Now he has finally done it and I'm really happy for him. And I'm also happy for the Korean cinema because of Parasite. Lot of people start to watch Korean movies and it is really good for Korean cinema, the cinema that I grew up watching, which has a deep impact on me as a kid. And I remember recommending some awesome Korean movies to some of my friends, and they used to say like, why should I watch a movie with subtitles? But after Parasite, the same people are begging me to recommend them some Korean movies. So I'm just happy for the Korean cinema. And Koreans provide the best thrillers out there. And speaking of space thriller, Bong Joon-ho's best film is also a phenomenal thriller. If you're following his filmography like me and you're his biggest fan like me, then you know his best word will always be Memories of Murder. It was his second film and he hasn't topped it since. I know movies like The Host, Ojja, Snowpiercer are extraordinary pieces of art, but Memories of Murder is on another level. I still believe it's the best thriller available on this planet. You cannot find a better thriller experience than this. This thing cannot get better than this. It's the best thriller on this planet. Every time I watch Maze of Murder, I cannot sleep for hours at night. I cannot stay alone in a one room. I cannot sleep alone in a one room after watching this movie. I kept thinking about those horrible crimes that Psycho Killer did in this movie. I kept thinking about those victims, what they had to go through in this movie. And it gives me nightmares after watching it. And when I'm walking on a road alone at night, I feel like someone is chasing me from behind. And this movie stays with me for days after watching this movie. That's how good this movie is. This movie is about the Korean Zodiac killer who has killed more than 30 or 40 women. Will give you nightmares. And I got one news to all the Maze of Murder fan out there. Maze of Murder is not a mystery anymore. They finally found a killer last year. His DNA matched with the killer's DNA, and he has confessed that he did all the crimes which occurred in Busan in 1986 to 1991. His name is Lee Chon-ji. He is 58 years old now. Now he is currently in prison serving for life sentence. Maze of Murder is not a mystery anymore.